and welcome back to Pyre. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Magenta, Lampoon, and King, for being ever so heckin' prompt. I appreciate it. And for talking about lemons, I guess. But well. Yeah. Sorry for the late start. I had a bit of a busy day and then attempted to do some other stuff and then realized I can't do that stuff yet because I need to wait a sec. I need to wait a sec before I can fill out some stuff because I gotta let some, paychecks come through from me new hacking job. What? Also, home slow. Thank you for the home slow. But yeah. K-Mac, how was visiting Liz? I hope it was a good time. I assume you are already done with all the heckin' driving for today as well then? But yeah. So, let's see, where did we leave off in Pyre? We just beat... I don't know what their tribe was called. Bog Witches, I think. Hello, Drews. Thanks for stopping by. It's good. It's good to hear, gamer. The cutie tribunal happened today between Liz and K-Mac. You're at your dad's house hanging out with your stepmom. Nice. Hopefully your dad's feeling better now then, I suppose. Now that you're actually there. She wants to see Riza. Heck! I can send you a Riza pic, K-Mac. And boom! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, you butt. The Caffeine Height, Casa Tree, Free the Okras, Pingu Destroy Your Worlds, and Miko Rems. I sincerely appreciate it, Lampo. Let's see. Sorry. Gotta send over a pup date real quick. Gotta send over a very important pup date. Is this I need to see what this is. I'm working on it, K-Mac. Oh, she wants to see him now. Well, that's a different one than what I was gonna do, but I guess well, I guess I'm gonna grab Riza then real quick. We don't get to start yet, I guess. But thank you, K-Mac, for redeeming a pet Riza. Might as well do it before we dive into story time. Ostensibly half of what Pyre is. Story time and then basketball. K-Mac wanted to see K-Mac stepmom wanted to see you, Riza. You're very good. Awesome, Lampoon. Happy birthday to your kiddo. That's awesome. How's high time, right? You're gonna lurk? That's fair. That's fair. Lurk and curry. Better combo. Thank you. Oh, Riza. But yeah, have a good look. Oh, Riza. Love you. Love you, puppy. Thank you for obliging the pets. Oh, you're so good. You're losing traction. Puppy. Something tells me you're a bit too big for his chair. Oh, Kurt. Won't go back to sleep. Won't go back to sleep, Reza. Yeah, I won't go back to sleep. Rest up, Reza. Whew. Reza appreciates the compliment. Also, gosh, I really need to clip her nails. It's digging into me a little bit. Magenta also spitting hard truths. K-Mac is very pretty. Gonna lurk while I'm talking to her. That's fair, King. Have a good chat with the stepmom. Okay. Well, so we're pressing on with the rites in this here pyre. We got 5 party members already, plus the lone minstrel, plus whomever else, or plus the Sandra, the ghost of, not ghost, but I guess you would call him permanently banished from the Commonwealth and this mortal realm. But I guess also assisting with the rite. But yeah, let us continue the journey. Also, if you don't know much about Pyre, there's gonna be a lot of talking. There's gonna be a lot of me talking and a lot of poor attempts at accents and voiceover. And then occasionally spotted in with some menuing and some mystical basketball. Dremel rotaries have pet nail attachments. Yeah, my mom got me a basically what amounts to a Dremel with pet nail attachments. And I did my darndest to try to get Riza to play well with it, and Riza will not stay still for it. I eventually got it to work for a little bit. She was calm enough to get a few nails down. I don't know. It didn't really do a whole lot for me. Or it didn't. I honestly prefer just regular old clipping them. She's at the very least used to that. Well, we press on. Big Bertrude's, a small bog-dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. We go. Let's go say hi to Bertrude. That she does. This is the place. Let us go see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude's is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sorry. Quick mic adjustment. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. Another snake leaf. One of the bog dwellers slithers forward. She is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal him to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. Big Bertrude, she is a big bog dweller, once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorceress work. You did, Biddy. In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet, thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Waking Wood, beyond the waters. A labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around it. Path to the sacred Mount Elodiel lies far beyond these suffocating woods. Thank you. I am attempting. And I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying. Hi, Chen. Thanks for stopping by. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Headwind stops you. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking. He helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Headwind nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. Yay! Okay. What do we need? We can get resources, get some money. At the moment, I haven't really got anything that I really want to get with money, so we're kind of just fine with slowly getting money up. Mentor companion, teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. At the moment, I'm feeling pretty balanced, so I don't really want to focus on one given member. I'm probably going to keep it that way until, like, we maybe get later members. But the 5 that I have right now are pretty even across the board, experience-wise. Studying private, hone your skills as a reader grants small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rite. Hi-oh. Thanks for stopping by. You excuse yourself from the others to go pore over the Book of Rites and its mysteries. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Okay. Hope reduces their banishment duration, increases their aura size. I think right now I just really want to be quick. Get that extra speed up. Max out celerity. The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence, celerity. All Nightwings gain +2 quickness. Finish them. We go. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Step inside. Hi, Kim. Thanks for stopping by. The black wagon appears different now than it did even the day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for a sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears, as if on cue. Tell the Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare they make flirtations upon us? No, Enough. But should ye see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here. Tell no one that we were paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. It's so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Scream! Tizo seems to share Faye's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. The Black Wagon became seaworthy. Sea of Sothis awaits. Set sail. To the Worm Gulf. You have not been to this region of the downside. Before she left Big Birch, you shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. Go! Skriha! I love Tizo. Tizo's very good. Whoop! Oh, we're a ship. The Worm Gulf. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into the Worm Gulf. I hope that you are all acclimating well. The tempestuous Sea of Solace lies beyond this death-still body of water. Exiled worms from the Sea Dominion naturally congregate around here. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to set sail here. Exiled worms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold water of the downside seas. And for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. As long as we follow the cold current Big Richard indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, as we found ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the Hulk of Oars. According to the stars, the next ride will commence here. The carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dasuraban, lost in the waters of the downside. What is this hole? Scree! The great serpent of Rome. Very good. Fish! Solace. Fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Gertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of malls in a curving route, bearing northeast. Heck! Arlene? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Well, how was the stream? Also, hi, Greg. Welcome. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from Flagging Hands not very long ago. You're correct, Greg, this isn't Pokemon. The amount of creatures that we've been able to capture is very slim so far. Hello, Harley. Thanks again for the raid. No hype for Mystery Dungeon raid coming out tomorrow, I guess. Play more Sword? Nice. Nice, Harley. I hope you're enjoying it. I really enjoyed Pokemon Sword when I was playing through it. And I completely forgot Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remake was coming out tomorrow. And I'm probably not going to play it. Just because I have too much other stuff to play. I have so many other things to play. And quite honestly, I'm expecting Pyre to take me all the way until Neo when that comes out. Because Neo's... Oh, I want to play Neo so bad. It's been too long since I've been able to play through a Souls-esque game. Neo 1 was so good. I'm so excited for Neo 2. I'll say that's not for everyone's favorite. Excited to see some Pyre gameplay. Got it free along with Hades recently. Oh, nice. I need to get Hades as well eventually, but I kind of wanted to wait for Hades full release before hopping into it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's... Pyre so far has mostly been like a lot of reading and a lot of story. and and kind of, how would I describe it? It's not like Oregon Trail, because it's like there's not as many minute decisions or anything, but very much in a little bit of like a choose your own adventure kind of deep play, going through the story and making some smaller decisions so far, and probably leading to larger decisions in the future, I'm assuming. And then actually doing the rights, which are the basketball, I guess, mystical basketball-esque events that are really fun and starting to get more and more complex and tricky. So I'm really enjoying it so far. However, Jodariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Excited for magic basketball. Greentail, how is he doing? Ooh, Edwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, rushing into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out to sea. His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Edwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. Wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Edwin looking out of sorts. Hello, my friend. It's just, sea hasn't been going good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble, just to get back to the Commonwealth, of all places. Tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? I actually don't know a terrible lot about the Commonwealth as of yet. Other than that, I'm assuming it's just kind of the main civilization that I guess has the capability to just exile people for even reading. Because reading has become an exilable offense. Wants to know what you miss about your past life. Your book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same. You miss having had access to those volumes. For a few friends you had, your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you get by. Perhaps the food? Your mouth waters at the thought of it. At least compared with what passes for sustenance here. Nothing springs to mind. You have made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. I'm gonna say our book collection because we're a reader. It only makes the most sense. Who else would be doing these illegal acts of reading than someone who did so even before they got exiled? You tell him that you miss your book collection most of all, after having taken many pains and risks to put it together. I figured as much. I bet they burned all of your books, didn't they? Those scum. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. It appears Edwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. I am sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. Sea of Solace. You have not been to this region on the downside. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. Here we go. Huh? This is actually kind of nice. By the scribes, the sea. I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Tizo is wondering if Edwin is feeling better. Very good, Tizo. It requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, madam, from this point on, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. The Under King Pass. The north current toward the Hulk of Ores runs as quick as Under King Ores himself. Or it's probably Ores, considering that's a name, not ores or plural. Faye believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Hulk of Oris, one of the downside celestial landmarks, the carcass of the doomed exploring vessel, Dazraba. Fathomless trench. The south current toward the Hulk of Oris teems with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. A blessing? Or fish? A blessing or fish? Blessing seems like it's probably just going to be a minor boon for the next, right? So we're going to go fishing. Tizo, let's have a fish. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them, along with you. Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the sea dominion, cast into exile. A vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. Warbearing species, huh? Or tribe of sorts. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Oh yeah, that's right. They were conscripted, basically, into the Commonwealth as soldiers. Tizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Tizo dives without warning into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea, despite its perils. Eventually, the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. The frothy flounder. Could always sell it. Whoa, 94. Good grab, Tizo. This can be sold as slugma. A limbless, cold-blooded creature caught at sea. Onward. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Oris. After journeying across the sea. Seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your adversaries yet. Page revealed down the river. Slug market first. Oh hey you guys, funny running into you out here. Right in the middle of the drink. You know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Sell frosty flounder. Thorned knot. When aura casting raises the bear's maximum range plus 8%, which is not terribly useful. Should absolutely get stardust when we can. 134. Defensive, getting the Pyre extra life. I'm not terribly interested in trying the Orb of the Bear is faster than usual, which is what I really want. +2 hope. +2 presence. Thorn knot when aura casting raises the bear's maximum range plus 8%. I think I'm honestly fine. Who has... Excellent. Perfect. T-Zenda can now take out an extra 4 life away from the enemy Pyre, which is excellent. No deal. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know? Let's see what's in the Black Wagon. Also, we get to explore the new stuff. A nautical bell. Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Hedwin uses it to signal when food is ready. Keepsake from Big Bertrand. Fish? I love the tapping sound. Got lots of new things. Oh, Silver Cudgelhead, a limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has a lead of rich light. What's up, Jadario? Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind.
Tom Diamond.
Edwin, he's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I've known Hedwin since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he is grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Hi, cousin. Thanks for stopping by. Good evening. Hallo, God geweld. I probably butchered the hell out of that. Or would it be Quelt? I can't recall which languages swap the V and W. But welcome, and indeed you did receive a gifted sub from Lampoon. Got your 6 months, which is impressive. You've been upgraded to a Hollow Knight. Speaking not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She shows off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Headwind is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, Reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. So yeah, she's just known Hedwin for quite some time. Book of Rights. Let's see what our new page is. Down the river. The Emperor Solium Mer knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Scalarium, in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Slowly making our way through that story. The story of the first exile. What's up, Sandra? You have returned, have you? What is it you desire? No more scrap trials. What's up? There is an undulation I have sensed, Reader, which means that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or at herself, perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand. My memories of it are wistful, nonetheless. Although if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near to the Empire. The Empire of Sar dominated the known world for millennia, till the doomed reign of Solium Mer. So the Commonwealth is a part of the Empire, I suppose. Never shall we make the wicked errors of our predecessors, the Archjustice, and Jobelus IV. Do be careful out there, will you? Now let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another such eternity or two. We had best stick to business. Okay, bye. You know where to find me. Go. All right, let's have a little rite as a treat. Having landed at the Hulk of Horus, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence. There's one thing I love in this game. It's the auto lexicon when you hover over items. Yeah, it's very, very nice. It's having that glossary / appendix just right there at your fingertips. Should you forget or should you want to learn a little bit extra? It's very, very nice. And it means they can just kind of speak to you, or the character dialogue can be just spoken in plain words and not having to give you explanations or like treat your character as someone who knows nothing and then having to explain everything to them. It's just like, no, this is a world that already exists and you are playing a character that already knows this. It's you that doesn't. Because you could try to learn all of it from context clues, but a little glossy. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Headwind? Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the sea domain. I have no idea what I'm going to try to give them for voice. What they are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiment. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Oh, I wasn't expecting a royal worm. Good sirs and good ladies. So it is you that heeded the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre Hearts until the contest. Very good. He's a once proud knight of the Sea Domain on a self-made quest to regain his honor. Pyre Hearts triumvirate of worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. And so we begin. Mystical basketball.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Orus. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
This is a very different setup. Hi, Winston. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Orus. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie paws up. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Ha! An excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Wait! Give this knight his mask! This knight hereby presents you the great Sir Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? He's a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion, who somehow survived countless battles. I feel a lot of Mike Wazowski energy from Sir Deluge. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So, yes, you can swim or no? Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land. It's the same as ye. We can swim, tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there's but one way to return. Silence, Gilman, but nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings. He is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask, and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Interesting. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Let's see. Oh, we're looking level. Dardariel's 3. Hedwin can't do anything yet. So I'm thinking we're gonna have a bit of an offensive duel here. Gonna bring in Ruki, Tizo, and Faye. Ruki can be a bit more defensive, so it'll be the third one I do. Let's do Faye as offense.
Faye.
We'll do Ruki as secondary. Ah, shoot. Actually, that's fine.
Tizo.
It's fine.
The choice
Tizo will
is
do it.
cast.
Aha! Tizo doesn't seem intimidated in the slightest by Sir Gilman and Sir Deluge. Gilman, the status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this night's eye. Brave? They're sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready.
Begin.
Interesting. So they leave a snaking trail.
Already does your adversary's flame begin to flicker. A stroke of luck is all.
Hup. Oh, well. Oh, what?
Sputters.
How did Tizo get taken out? I'm intrigued by that one.
Hapless worm.
No,
Faye
you are not
runs
fast
into
enough.
the pyre.
Get
Someone
outta here.
rose to the occasion.
Haha. Oh, whoa. That, whoa, they're good. How can they pass so fast? Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as your miserable life is on the line. The words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one with whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and bash them at once. Vanquish them. They seem to be arguing. Oh, I think this is our chance.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. His little
Later.
wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. 'Twas dangerous.
Where do you think you're going? Okay, so you can kind of just...
Yes.
That's interesting. So you can kind of just like flit over the water as like a boost.
Is at hand.
Oh, you
It
fools.
is done. The Nightwings prevail. Their adversaries proved no match for them.
They exploded their trail too
Thus
soon.
end this night's proceedings.
The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won. Those worms were quick, all right, but Rook Greentail's quicker. Skria. Tizo is very pleased to have prevailed against the Worm Knights of the Pyre Hearts. This night commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, as this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman. This is all your fault. You're now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversaries on a worthy outcome. Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
I don't think anyone. No levels up. Curses.
Until the stars align.
After vanquishing the Pyre Hearts in a rather one-sided contest, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. I don't know, they scored a couple times on me. There's a little discussion of the Pyre Hearts. You seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns toward your companion, who is absent for the rite. How's Edwin? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no worms form, as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. Made him sound like he was dead. As I was attempting to explain, Edwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to the sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Edwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you? A doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tari, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So you're back among the living then, Edwin? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern. I'm sorry that I worried you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you, my friend. What do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. I can't begin to imagine what we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. Bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Hey, Era. Thanks for stopping by. The stars shine upon you. Seek again your destination. Oris? Oh, wow, we are going real deep into the north. Trieste, the silver star. The silver star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. We go. Oh, unicorn horse thing. Fire nightmare. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Deathless tempest, a tempest raging in the Sea of Solace, seemingly for eternity. A storm that arose after the death of the sea titan Unfathomed Plurnus, and never has entirely subsided. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Fire Hearts, our chances back in warm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious, isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Hmm? Anything new, Sandra? There are you again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Nope, sorry. Farewell for now. Tizu has been in rather cheerful mood since being out at sea. Seems pleased to see you. Krihi? Tizo is grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish, for old time's sake. Kriya? Hi, my old man, Africa. Thanks for stopping by. You're Troy Bolton, and you're watching Disney Channel. There. We've been late a lot recently. How's the game been? I've been really enjoying it. It's very chill. Very chill. A lot of storytelling, or just a lot of really interesting storytelling, and so far relatively minor decisions, but I'm sure that won't last forever. But I've really been enjoying the story, and the mystical basketball rights have been getting more and more complex and intricate. I'm probably gonna have to start figuring out more intricate strategies and stuff. But yeah, that's perfectly fine that you're late, because I was late too, Eric. I started 30 minutes late because I was trying to fill out an apartment application, and then I got to the part in the apartment application where it's just like, yeah, we want proof that you're working and have a job and can, pay the apartment. So it's like, I haven't gotten a paycheck yet. So I'll probably have to wait a couple weeks before I can apply to any apartments. Which is fine. The apartment that I'm looking at had quite a few openings that started in May, so that should work out perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm not going to be moving out as quickly as I was expecting, but that's perfectly fair. That'll allow me to save up a bit more money here. Tease was asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. But because I wasn't home when you started, went to see Onward tonight, and the network's been too spotty since the tornadoes in the area are on Monday to watch on Monday. Oof. I hope everything was all okay for you and everyone else nearby for those tornadoes. Sometimes I forget you're living in tornado territory, tornado island. Also, what is Onward? I don't know what Onward is. Nashville got hit somewhat bad. Ooh, that's not good. I hope one of my buddies is okay. I know that he lived in Nashville right now. Also, back to Tizo. Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. Good. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed his family. Whoa. Seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. Seems he told you a joke. So he just hates them, and that's okay. How to respond to Tizo's attempt at humor. Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming what he said was, in fact, a jest. Smile and nod. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not yet fully grasp the nuance of imp humor, or you ignore it. Now is not the time for Tizo to be making jokes. We're on a very serious quest. I don't know, Tizo's trying him darndest. I want to support my Tizo. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Clark. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers back at you and bounces off. Tizo gained 1 hole. Oh, Tizo, you're so good. So very good, Tizo. Okie doke. Onward. Oh, that doesn't look good. God, the art style in this game is so phenomenal. Stormwall. Beyond lies the deathless tempest, veiling the farthest reaches of the downside. Attempting to cross is a popular way to throw caution to the wind and not live to tell of it. Well, welcome back, gamer. I hope you had a good chat with the stepmom. The Ragged Rock. The north current toward Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spots wreckage in the area, believes that there are valuables to find. The Froth Sea. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. You did. Nice. She grilled you a little bit. We can I'm assuming we can talk a bit on that one next we chat. Mayhaps tonight even. Believes there's valuables to find from Rookie or brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Oh no, did your starry sub run out? Did your summers? No! Your summer's motes are gone. I'd be down for maybe a small chat tonight. Kind of similar to last night, most likely. Let's see. I don't know. Straight records from Rookie, or we just keep going along with Tizo. Interesting. It must be in like a weird interim period. So, I don't know which one to choose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Apricot. Don't arrest me. I know the cutie police is on patrol. Ragged Rock did say treasure. But also we can sell fish for treasure, for money as well. Onward is the next new Pixar movie. Oh. With the Blue Elf brothers going on a quest to bring their dead dad back for a day. Had some controversy somewhat recently about having LGBTQ plus characters show up and some people lauding it for it and others saying it's not enough since she's like a side character who only shows up in one scene, that sort of thing. Except for from all that stuff, it was a decent movie. Nice. Yeah, I think I saw a few memes related to that. But where it was SpongeBob pointing to him being in the Krusty Krab commercial where that's all you can see is the top of his head and his hat. It's just like, look, we added one. And it's just like, okay. I don't don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Ragged Rock. I mean, like both of these seem like there's like potential for treasure, and we may or may not get them. But Tizo is going after large sea creatures. I have a feeling that going with Tizo again would be not as great. Kind of want to watch it because Tom Holland's the biggest cutie this side of Saturn. At least last time. Nice. Glad it was able to have some emotional rising this one. Just that description feels very Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Actually, yeah, that's ostensibly what it is. I'm surprised that's not like somehow like because that is like literally a Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, the game, but in Pixar movie form, at least premise wise. I really don't know what to choose here. There's a ton of other details left on. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I was just like, the premise is like identical, but I can guarantee they're probably very separate entities. I don't know. I'm thinking we should probably just go with Ruki on this one. Tizo loves to fish, and that might honestly be the only reason why Tizo wants to go here, but because it's large sea creatures, I don't think we're going to be able to fish like we were doing before. So I'm thinking we should go over to the Ragged Rock instead. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that a massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. You ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the rest is going to take time, but you may find something to show you. Continue searching the wreckage. Guess why not? Ruki rarely is mistaken when it comes to matters of finding valuables, or Jodao is correct in that your focus ought to be on finding passage to your destination. Let's search. You suggest it may be well worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage. After having come this far, Ruki grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, sister. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... sorry, sister. I think I was chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jordalia fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Damn it, Ruki. I lost one hope. Great. Thanks, Ruki. Damn it. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought of it is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs. From it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear. If you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there? The Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards. They do work. At least on mine. This knight can no longer abide such spineless creatures, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Horus. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. You subbed it wrong. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. Seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Dodario pulls the rest of you aside, after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you sure about that sandalwood? Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask. This one seems about as good as we're going to get. Dodario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, that he can come along, for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Very good. Sir Gilman's good. Back. Thank you for the host. But I've only known Sir Gilman for 20 seconds. Or 20 minutes, and I love it. He's very good. The first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he'll go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Tentatively agreed to whatever he is asking, so he can get on with it already. It's not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. Or a butt came back. Specifically a cutie butt. I'm just gonna agree. Sir Gilman's too good. Too admirable. Well, hopefully admirable. Yes! As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. I think it didn't even matter what we said. He vanishes into the depths. Yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help cross the Deathless Tempest, help see his mission through. There's an aura trail that extends behind him. Press circle to snap to the end of the trail in an aura slash. R2! Don't you get angor at me. Do we have to play basketball with the storm? We might. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings. Ah, this is such a bop. Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought not be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. Ooh, you're fast. Hup. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed Plurness, boiling the seas with their wrath. The sea titan once slain by the scribe Underking Ores, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Be gone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Underking Ores started. 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevere, or the Sea Soldier. The legendary leader of the Worm's undersea crusades sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you actually just snap back all the way to the end and then bring everyone back, or go everywhere in between. Okay. 7? Yeah. Oh, battery, please. I'm sure it'll survive for the rest of it. Oh no! Fiends have caught on! Hold right there, you traitor slug. How dare you turn back on this knight? To your superior. Superior by rank, no longer. For we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. Then what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing, and its honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you dare to staunch the Tempest for those Night Wings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight, if you so dare as well. The Pyre, banish him, that is an order. Banish the Pyre. Get hacked. This is actually really interesting. The fact that you can like play defensively and offensively at the same time. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander then? Have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me. Banish now this troublemaker. He is a worm knight, duty bound to serving Sir Deluge and the Pyre. Lady Seagrass, she is a worm knight, duty bound to serving Deluge and the Pyre. Okie dokie. Oh, you can like really go. Oh, come on. Bang! Get hacked. You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge. Without it be a bald-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor. This knight will have your head, Gilman. Fires instantly when you press circle, whereas most exiles have to charge up their attacks. They've actually, some of the characters haven't felt like substantially different. Like there's the first three that you start off that kind of just like one's faster but kind of does the same thing and stuff like that. But then it's just like, oh no, we're going real different. And it's really interesting. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the worm. Your companions grow restless. But then, hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a worm. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Ah. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course, this knight did it. Now, if it would be all right with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedward held him up, or helped him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the night. This good bait dispelled the storm that claimed hundreds of lives in 15 minutes. Very powerful. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He has also revealed path northward. Bid him welcome. You have not been to this region of the downside, Sir Gilman. Revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. Here we go. Nice and calm now. Whoa. The frozen lands ahead. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You are true to your word, one. I shall give you that. But now what? You are stranded in this cursed storm. Most excellent question, and from one most fair. call me that one more, and I shall tie once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one of the most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with me. Oh. Jadario cross Gilman. What? Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make a note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We're close to making landfall. Then, let me be the first to say, let's go. You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. The ship has sailed, pun intended. Very good. Say, Tariq. Aye, Rookie. What is it? That a lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? I suppose I do. Good. Because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. No. Aye. Then let me see what I can do. Oh.
Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh,
Oh, damn it.
oh,
Darren, you're so good. Darren Korb makes such astounding music. Black Basin, you have not yet been to this region. The downside. Sir Gilman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these waters.
the place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. Oh,
I like that they continued the song through all this. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called the Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon, so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Talk about change its hue. Welcome to Iceland? No, but Iceland's supposed to be green, not on fire. Oh, we can talk to Gilman. Sir Gilman's crest, official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. He seems to have something on his mind. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder. Having joined the famous Nightwings, you shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. I guess we're notorious? Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects how to conduct the rites in the most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law, described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met and perchance mentioned by name. They're inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. This is wrong. The exile who refused to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Oris and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence in the Master Reader. The Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until this point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Oh, he's so good. Oh, I have no cargo, so I can't even. Whoa! Gilman is very quick. Very quick. I actually wanted to read bios because I don't think I actually read Tizo's. I don't think I read Tizo's bio. He is a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black way. Implode detonates his aura around him, banishing itself in the process. Flutter flutters up to evade adversaries, hold the flutter longer. Zip zips quickly forward, one skip at a time. Imps are known for having superior appetites, but not much for having much in the way of intellect. This particular imp defies all such common understanding. It seems to be deeply connected to the Black Wagon of the Nightwings, and perhaps the rites themselves. You and he quickly formed an understanding. Because Tizo's very good. The Honor Seeker. He's a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion, on a self-made quest to regain his honor. Slash detonates his aura trail, snaps back to its end, jump, leaps high enough to evade adversaries' auras, slither surges forward at high speed. Worm Knight. One of the outlandish Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion, he appears to have withstood many battles in the name of the Commonwealth, which employs many of his kind for its ongoing war against the High Wing remnants. His exile seems to be self-imposed, though even he can only take so much abuse from his fellow knights. Oh, but he's so good. Surroundings. There's no clear path up the cliffs, so you'll need to use what time you have to make one. You find that Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far. Let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or early. Hi everyone, I'm back. I've come back. Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock here is very, very hot. This knight lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rocks nearby. I'm sorry, Tizo. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you. Here's the way. There's a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Triesta. According to the stars next right shall soon commence here. The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the High Wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, however, for now. You may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate? With them? Then Headwind steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. Not much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jordario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Use all your time. This rate I kind of just want to keep. We didn't get any more resources, which stinks, and I eventually do want to get that 200. The 200 soul trinket. I could power up Gilman. Because Gilman's brand new and not really caught up with everyone else. So it wouldn't be a terrible waste of time to do that. Or I could just keep going with the rights increases. I think I'm just gonna keep going with rights increases. Just passively boost everything so that eventually we can get some really good stuff. Locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rights. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Because yeah, how much your exiles deal to the adversary's pyre. It's just so very powerful if you can get all of them. Each point of hope slightly reduces your fellow exiles' banishment duration during the rites, or presence, increasing their size. I'm gonna get hope. This will like really counteract the various occasions where we lose hope on a character, which happens relatively often. Let's concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rights, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Spirit. Each rank raises your fellow exiles' hope, making them return from banishment more quickly. Their stuff. Okay. Path to freedom beckons you to press on. The Nest of Trieste, one of the downside's celestial landmarks. Blackshore. The low road of the Nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jorel wishes to avoid the harps by staying on the low ground. I'm assuming harpies is what they're talking about. The high road to the Nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. Trust in the minstrel, or just avoid them altogether. Or attempt to avoid them altogether. Looks like the kind of place to have the high ground. Yeah. Oh boy, I don't know. At the moment, I'm thinking I'd rather go through here to maybe learn some more of the Lone Minstrel, if we can. Even through just going through it. Even if he might not be able to fully talk his way out of it, might be able to learn a thing or two about him. Versus this just kind of seems like a slow, safe path. I'm gonna go to the highway. Sorry, Jadariel. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jadariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm him. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madam. When I say your enmity toward the harps had best be held in check here. A winged race, also known as the High-Wing Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androbellus the 9th. Jadario was in the military of the Commonwealth and likely faced the harps many times as enemies. Jadario looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he remains calm. Yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture, and he calls toward the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jadario can respond. Uh-oh, well, fuck. Damnation! Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your pen. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns, amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls towards them. Oh no, Apricot! Heck! We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jadaio returns, sullen. Oof. The exiles of the Highwing remnants are letting you pass. For now, it seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for them for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jordario fuming. Oh. Jordario did not like that at all. I didn't even get to like learn anything of the minstrel, really. That didn't go as planned. All the emotes as much as I can while I still have. At last you arrived at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. Page revealed the hunt for murder. Dakin. Speak of subs and the cutie butt arrives. How dare. Hey Mac, thank you for gifting that sub to Apricot for their 3rd month. I appreciate it. You bought. Oh, hey, guys. What brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals on the downside. New stuff. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored by up to 5. That's interesting. Actually pretty nice. Sunken Shadow. And the adversary's banished by the bearer take 1 more second return. Is actually really huge. I'm not sure what we should increase or purchase. Surprised it let you gift it already. I didn't think you could do that if their sub is still going. Shows how much I know about Twitch. Yeah, I don't really know either, to be honest. Let's see. Not sure I'm second in gifted subs. I might have to fix it. I'm pretty sure you're... No, you're not. Because technically I'm second in gifted subs. Oh, no, not for this month, K-Mac. K-Mac, the month has just begun. You don't have to fix that now. Don't you dare. Says the one who's trying to save money. Don't do it, you butt. Hope. We need some new talisman because we do have a new character. H. Hello. Thank you for the H. Welcome. Cutie butt. It's being too cute again. How dare you? Mobile delay. Great. Well. Buy that apartment. I can afford it already. It's just that you need proof of making money. K-Mac. Thank you for gifting 5 more subs. Dr. Harleen, Mint Lightning, Pum Pum Bun, She Learned, and Shout as Angel. Thank you, you butt. Also, hi, Chi. Hi, Crisis. Thanks for stopping by. I think that should be good for now. So we can put this on Gilbert for aura casting. No, hold on. Dang it. You guys have a good day out there. Fancy running into Chi and Crisis at the same time. What are the odds? What are the odds? There's a chance to return. Dang it! Keep doing that. Small odds. This just increases the maximum. Lingers. Very lingering aura blast. 2 quickness, 3 quickness. That's not terrible. Could keep increasing that. If we can bump that up to 5, that kind of makes it clean, which would be nice. Also, just increasing the range is gonna be nice. I think we'll do that. We can bump this up so that it does 5. I'm gonna call that good. Excellent. Wow, K-Mac. Wow. Let's see. Also, I believe, K-Mac, you were added in my Discord. For a reason. She always deserves it. Pyre does not know how to render that image that K-Mac sent. It's a middle finger. It's literally just the middle finger emoji. It was literally like yesterday, I think. Or earlier today, I don't remember. In the general chat. So there's 2 boxes in your chat. That's strange because it's literally just an emote. Or emoji. The hunt for Myr. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone. Oh, you saw it. Stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly, needed to be sure that he was dead. Laptop doesn't know how to do emoji, apparently. That's fair. Toasters often don't know how to process emoji. What's up, Sandra? What's on your mind, Sandra? So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, hmm? Then, this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Okay, bye. Okay. Well, let's have a little bit of a right. Small right. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Chiesta, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. Oh! This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have. You've come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. Oh no, sexy elf harpies, my only weakness. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodari flows after her. Winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth, where they are feared. They fled to their mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. It is only then that you realize another harpy has come. She's quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pameth the Thane. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants, now bound in exile. The servant one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene, whispered something to Jodari. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I'm loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course thus far, I have followed. So do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all of this. Jodario storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. A reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she's conflicted about something, though you do not know what yet. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. Hedwyn wants to know your initial impressions of Pamitha. Seems alright. You are willing to take Pamitha at her word and see in her the potential of a valuable new ally. Express your reservations. It may be that her training gives her some resistance to your scrutiny. Admit that you do not know. Having only met her, you cannot sense whether to trust her and defer to Hedwyn. I'm going to say she's fine. Jordario already really hates how everything has turned out here, and I don't think it can get much worse. Hopefully. She seems earnest enough. Hedwyn placed trust in her, so tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jordario will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure. I love a good conditioner. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jordario, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is just getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thane joined you. She has a score to settle. Bid her well. We are already at a group of 7, and I'm assuming the Nightwings are ostensibly the former troop of the scribes, of the 8 scribes. So, we need one from each of the races.
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Triesta.
Thanks, voice.
And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance you observe as Pamitha, now clad in the Nightwing's remnants, heads towards the adversaries on the right. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then looses the bindings on her mouth. Hello there, Pamitha. She is one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants now. Pamitha's blood sister stirs back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here? Them? 5th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined, or the Blessed One. Blessed One, the eldest of the harp matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talents in my back again? No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way to talk, to waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself begin consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Whoa. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, Rita, darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this right on your behalf. My wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night, so that Pamitha can face her sister. We observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall stand together here this night?
Pamitha, the guilty sister. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants, now bound in exile. Tackle hurtles forward, engulfed in aura, immune to adversaries' auras. Very defensive. Fly takes flight, evading adversaries and obstacles to hold flight longer. Dashes forward, shoving adversaries in the way. Harp past talent. If the Commonwealth fears anything at all, it is the harps of the High Winged remnants. She is clearly one of them, many of whom have been exiled as prisoners of war. She seems to have an unusually easygoing attitude toward things, though you sense she is in pain or in some state of turmoil over something. Well, let's do this. That. Got Pamitha. I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. The little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, and I shall not. It's also nice that they actually do say the reason why they're not. Chivalrous, so Gilman wishes for Pamitha to conduct the rite instead of him, and unwilling. Jotaro refused to participate in the rites with Pamitha. I need Headwind to get back in on some action. Headwind. You can count on me, my friend. Who we got? Faye is gonna take a little bit to level up versus Tizo and Ruby can get it done immediately. Maybe it's best that we have another flyer in Tizo. Yeah, probably best we have another flyer in Tizo. Tizo can play defense. Maybe some offense. Tizo. Tizo promises to do his best against Tamatha. Yes.
It is done.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Tamatha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Tamatha seems to sense your presence and catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you that we sisters of the Highwing Remnants, what we sisters of the Highwing Remnants can do.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters.
Very big fly.
That seems entirely unwise, even for you. Tread lightly.
That knocks others out of the way.
Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Tackling Tamatha can't be banished. Noted. She swooped. See, darling, we hops. Not so bad. I suppose we'd better get to work, Just don't go underestimating Tamatha over there. I'll trust you to do the best you can. She's a vengeful tactician of the Highwing Remnants. Plot the Commonwealth's ruin. To the sky, sisters. Talon formation. Oops. I'm forgetting all my commands. Okay, well...
Did not hesitate.
Could I have stopped with a fly? Hedwin, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? I wish I did right about now. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we hops simply cannot get much altitude down. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Okay, so you can just jump at airborne targets. Ha! Get hacked. Whoa! Get in there. Yeah, the PS2 is 20 years old today.
The two flames now burn equally as bright.
Oops. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Get out. What are you gonna do? Gonna pass it? Nope, you're gonna yeet it. Get out of here.
Splendid. The Night Winds now are closer to achieving victory.
Go, Tizo. Hep, hep, hep.
Glory.
Get in there, Tizo. Wow, that was a foolish move on your part. Damn you, Tamatha. You are no truth thane to think that you have the gall to call me your sister still, after everything you wrought upon us. A feared clan of the Highwing Remnants, Tamatha and Tamatha, are its surviving members. I hate to break it to you, Tamatha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familiar status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deception, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Tamatha, then come and do it. You and me. Think you can you see Tamatha shake her head. Everyone, Stay back. Oh, one-on-one dunk.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle
Oh, well.
scores.
Get out of here. Oh, what? Okay, well, that's interesting. Where's... Okay, I don't have the ball. No. Thanks for push. There we go.
It's done.
Pam, that sounds like a weird nickname someone would use for someone named Pam.
Their hapless adversaries stood
I
no
think Pamitha is
chance.
also an actual name.
The
If
ceremony is
memory
complete.
serves correct. It could either be like Pamela or Pamitha. I don't know. Maybe I'm just mixing up the fact. That is very similar. You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help you could have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty. It's like Pam Tabitha. Sounds off either way. I don't know. Some about it seems fine to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope you sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are head back. What about you? Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Oh, just enough. I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all of this really is their doing, isn't it? These people's parents must have hated their kids naming them Pamitha and Tamitha. It's... I don't know. I think probably theming your kids' names together wouldn't be a terrible idea. Having them be one letter off, though, is a bit overboard. Bearing the orb, Hedwin and his allies move with and past the orb quickly. Hedwin and his allies may instantly return banished allies by moving to where they fell. That's true, they did just say sisters, not twins. Unless they did say that and I missed it. As far as I know, I don't think they said twins. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think I saw it. Yeah, that's all I said was blood sisters. Move with and pass the orb more quickly. At some point, I should probably be doing more in the ways of like setup and defenses for all the various orb stuff. So Hedwin would be good for that. But also being able to just instantly return banished allies where they fell. I think I'm gonna do that. That's move with and pass the orb more quickly. Also very good. Even worse, whoever said born second should feel even worse. The name is just a rip off. I don't know. I don't really know what I want. Could combine jump and sprint more often with combined with stamina regen. I think I should. I'm just gonna stay offensive for now. I'm gonna stay offensive for now.
Witness the rites firsthand and be inspired. The
Teaser.
Teaser appears to have a certain
Teaser just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the rites as part of the name. Implodability can banish adversaries in a much wider area. Casting his implodability, Teaser returns much faster So it makes Tizo bigger. I don't know. These are both kind of the same. The moon sigil's really nice. Can instantly transport two from their pyre. Circle to cast load. These are returning from it would make it more of a better defensive option. Banish adversaries in a much wider area. Let's have Tizo be able to have a very powerful defensive option. Dang it! Pam is so close.
Until the next round.
We'll probably go until one more right, and then I'll probably already have to call quits for the night, unfortunately. This whole short stream thing is going to take a while to get used to. After triumphing over the essence rather decisively, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pamatha into your group. I triumvirate a winged harp, harboring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth, led by the harp Tamatha. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. It's like my air. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamatha's to cross again before too long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamatha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruhi? But Ruhi does not seem to hear the question. It's been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamatha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon's wheels again. Does he have a crush? He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Rita, ask a moment of your time outside. There's somewhere I may ask we go, here in Black Basin, Rita. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Now, our destination. North further, or no, straight west. Lu, the Vernal Star. A crush? The Vernal Star burns bright over the densest woods in Black Basin. Ooh, it's a nice looking tree though. Very cherry blossom-esque. Or maybe this lady has quite a violent history. That too, maybe. The glade of Lu, directly due west. Then, it is just as my client indicated. The great sap scholar, Luz Glorium. You have vanquished the root titan, limbless Arizek. This client of yours, our informant, Sandal. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in the Waking Wood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Pamatha's moonshine, kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. You approach Pamatha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. Outcast of the winged highwind remnants, Commonwealth hated. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy. I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamatha, and nothing more. We briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quabble between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. and we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. Besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Heck. What's up, Sandra? And bye, Sandra. Continue the journey. Yep. The Sulphur Main to an unknown area. Sandra's status, considering new insults. Did it actually say that? Because if so, that's fair and very fitting for Sandra. Sulphur Main, a precarious path leading toward the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliff is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Drudario is not pleased. First that blasted bird, now this. You lack Drudario's raw strength. You join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. Hey, this sandal would be worth all the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He's very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes, toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Lamberg or Glass Peak. Lands on a northern plateau over Waking Wood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable. The Glass Peak lands to the east of Waking Wood, riddled with black crags. Amethyst says she can procure a talisman here. Treasure or a talisman? What's the talisman that was 200? Or no, there's now two talismans that are super expensive that I really want to get. For the longest time, I've just been kind of getting money all the time. So maybe I should just take the risk on a talisman for once. And we do need like at least one more just so that we have a talisman for everyone. Yeah, I guess we can trust Pam with it, you know. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you to a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long, and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we hiring remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Found a star splinter. Should come in use. When preparing to fling the orb, the bear's charge-up speed increases plus 40%. Ooh. That can actually be really useful. We can really, really yeet that orb on in there very quickly. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. He said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We're supposed to keep waiting for him. He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rites beckon, and the rites take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Oh, there's a lot of unknown areas. Over to the Glade of Blue. Needlefield, a small clearing set east of the Glade of Blue. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Ooh, that actually might be good. Braymore. It is the grandest trees in all of Wakenwood alone. It says his client Sandalwood once resided here. Resided or studied? I'm assuming Sandalwood would probably be one more interested in study than in being at home, considering how things have gone. That does say specifically once resided here. Maybe we can find more information about the rites. Sandalwood is a master in the rites, or used to be, at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in the rites, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance, you remain quite lost in the woods. Great! The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. That would explain why we had this. Burnt grove ashen grounds amid waking wood. Faye seems drawn to this location for some reason. The southern pass through the waking wood. The Tizo seems to wish to go towards this location. Southern pass, ashen grounds, amid waking wood. I think it's been a while since we've heeded Faye. I'm gonna heed Faye's direction here. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break up for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vacations. Okay. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Jordario. Ooh, though, Jordario trial, you say. Okay, so it does say if we have scribe trials there. Sandra's status, cursing the scribes. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader. Choose an eligible exile. I shall gladly oblige my reader. Who is to be the lucky one this time? We summon Jordario. Has taken an interest in Jordario prevail. Go. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jordario. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jordario appears in heat of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? You know, just a casual trial, it's fine. Demons such as Jordario are slow to move in the rites, but have huge auras and inflict heavy pyre damage if they close the distance with the orb. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my home of home, demon. You are good at taking orders now. State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Oh, I didn't. Oh, well, that works, actually. Dang it! Okay, so I thought passing the orb actually required passing, but it looks like you can actually just, like, teleport it to your teammates. Gosh dang it. Thanks. Oh, gosh dang it. Really? Oh, that's freaking another point in. Gosh dang it. This is very difficult to do this with Jordario alone. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, come on. Jordario doesn't have the movement for this. Spawn. Thank you. Oh, come on. Not sure how to handle this right now. Dashing into them is probably a solid tactic. Oh, the invulnerability. There's invulnerability on spawn. I forgot about jumping. The evasion. Jumping is very good. Gosh dang it. Get out of here. Gotta time these jumps. The fallen soldier. Oh, I landed on it. Crap, 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 crap. Get out of here. Oh no, really? Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, spawn. Thank you. No. Dang it. Get out of here. Haha, you fools. You've left your Pyre right open. Okay. I actually like these as like a little bit of a training slash test of learning some of the people's mechanics. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Sandra's disciple. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Soliam's horn. Jordario casts her aura farther and faster than usual. That's the thing about some of these things, these legendary ones, where I'm just like, yeah, she has a really big aura. You can cast it in a really wide thing, but like, after just playing it, it's honestly her dashes and her banishing and her jumps that are kind of the more prescient skills. Feels like I should probably be selling these legendary talismans in favor of others, which we might just have to do. Sift through the air. He was here. You mean sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this. It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Faye produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first, it seems like nothing of interest, until you see a message carved onto the inside. On the bark strip must mean something. Trade item. It's gonna be sold. A sturdy strip of bark on it is written, "Come to Cinderroot." Yes. By the group. So it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Blue. Grounds well traveled by saps knowledgeable. On the right. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming. Get our chance. Study. I think I'm just gonna keep bumping everything up. Passives. We'll worry about mentoring later. We'll worry about money later. I want to master all of these passives. They're small, but they're across 3 people every single time. So they're useful. Master Hope. I'm not going to read that out every time now because it's the same text every time. All right. Maximize the spirit. Continue your journey. To the Cinder Route. A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Blue. You have reason to suspect this informant Sandalwood may have come through here. Indeed. We go. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant, Sandalwood, is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles the little imp Tizo. Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He spotted something, or someone. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hey, Tizo, but you look famished. Here. So this is the infamous Sandalwood. Literally a wood person. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not have achieved in centuries. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wolfred Sandalwood. He's the lone minstrel's client, Hedwin's informant, and the leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Wolfred, sir. Too long indeed, there. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. Could tell your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. Sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my girl. Though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course. Though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. You can consider what to say to all this. Just being like, you're done. You can take along now, but not needed. Intends to relieve you of your duties of the groove. Insist on staying. You have been assured your freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. Bid everyone farewell. The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted. I don't know. They honestly don't know Sandalwood that well. I'm not sure it's entirely that everything is as needs to be. I mean, this cannot be happening. To have come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. I'm sorry, reader. You've been voted off the island. Goodbye. Puts out their torch. I insist on staying. You stand your ground, meeting Volfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwin. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just the reader, she's our friend. My friend. She's not disposable. We made her a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Wilfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now, then, Tarek? Aye, Volfred, sir? Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Wilfred Sounderwood has joined you. He knows much of the rights. Welcome him aboard, I guess. Kinda seems a little bit of a jerk, though reasoning for being so is not fully known, other than knowing that the freedom from exile is basically won in an individual level, not on a group level. What's he doing out here for so long? Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the glade of Idalu, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. The demon. Okay, I think we're probably gonna sell stuff. Oh, hey guys, you know, I guess I didn't get the word out, but about this new franchise, which we opened up here just now. So, give you a good deal. Tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good to see you as well, bro. Once per right, if the bear's pyre is extinguished, it is instead restored by +5. That's actually... stacks with other effects. So if we stack these two, I guess. No, wait, no. No, that wouldn't be. That's actually really interesting. Of course, I always get this. It's gonna be sold at Slug Market. That. That's the aura. Yeah, it's the thing though. Like some of these things, I'm just like, do I really want them? Instant lucrative contract is good. Casts his aura and it lingers. These things I just like don't really want. Preparing to fling the aura, the bear's charge speed increases 40%. Yeah, we got this, but I don't think I'm actually gonna use it terribly much. I was gonna charge up this. Raise the bear's maximum range plus 8%. Or a casting. Okay, I don't think that does what I was expecting it to. +2 quickness is good though. +3 quickness is much better. That's just the flat bonus. That's very useful. I don't know. Like a lot of these seem like weird. Heckin, get back. What are you doing being such a cutie butt today? Thank you for gifting the sub to Juice. I appreciate it. Just sipping on your QT. Your cute tea. That's what that one stands for. I really don't like these legendary talismans, if I'm gonna be honest. Has her aura farther and faster. The rookie casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual, plus 20%. I'm honestly feeling that we should probably just sell these. You are a cutie butt. Once per right. Yeah, I'm gonna sell these. As much as it's like, no, you really shouldn't, but man, I just don't think I'm gonna really use them to their effectiveness. So we can purchase this one. This one's very good. It's a very safe defensive option. And then we have one more purchase that we can do, or two if we want. At the start of Ride the Bear's Pyre automatically gains 7, which is all right. Not incredible, but all right. And the Orb of the Bear is faster, which is huge, actually. Grants the bear plus 2 hope. Good polished stone. Just presence. Just dousing the adversary's pyre. The bear's pyre is restored by up to 5. It's also very good. And the adversary's, but like you'd have to do it like 3 times to actually like get you anywhere. 3 extinguishes is a lot already. Any adversaries banished by the bear take longer to return, plus a second. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna say my orb bear can faster. Okay. Pleasure doing business with you guys. So, like, she's talking to herself. Rookie can for sure get the lunar glass. Rookie's gonna be doing work, getting on in there. And life-saving grace, probably should put that on. Life-saving grace. I think I'm gonna put that on our. After being banished by an adversary, the bear has a chance to return immediately. Flinging the orb. I think I'm gonna do this. Not worry about flinging the orb. Instead, playing it safe. Okay. Okay, what's our story have to say? The demon. Emperor Mur. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal. Horns sprouted from his head. A bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor, then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. So you do, so it literally is, as was said, if you're spending so much time out in exile, you actually do grow horns and become demonic. Hi, Okras. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, Boone was being a cutie earlier and gifted out 5 heckin' subs. Seems to have something on his mind. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time. Also, hi, Voltage. An HD as well. Tariq, if you have a moment. I have Alfred, sir. What is it? This Rita, you deem her worthy, by your estimation. Lone Minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Alfred, sir, then I do. Heck! Ulkra's coming in. With a Hembly Ulfstro, even. My goodness. My goodness, Ulkras. Thank you for that Hembly Ulfstro. Also, hi, Mitt. Thanks for stopping by. Wait. Sweet. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that her achievements are self-evident in having reached the Black Basin. Her instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet she and the others followed them. Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of her, I wonder? Skraheki! Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he's happy to have you around. There you have it, sir. I see. Mac is going full cutie butt today. Thank you for gifting that sub to Myths. I appreciate it for 9 months. You gave Myths a sub baby. Thank you, Amy. Your butt. Continues to examine. My praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my girl. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us, Tariq, and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you noticed the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. It's fine. I know. That's not. Fair. I said sub. Sub being the clear adjective and modifier there. Not the word after it. Faye. Pamethus are the ones that are falling behind right now. Okay. Let's have this right. And then we'll have to call it quits afterwards. Because I need to get some hacking sleep. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called the Glade of Lu. You now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles toward you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lu's glory, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. Oh, but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Oh, much better. Oh, this is a dapper sap indeed. H. Manly Tinderstuff. He's a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he's free. Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now, I'm just whiling away the time, making small talk. A triumvirate bent on exploiting the rites to gain status in the Commonwealth. Great. Don't like his colors. Very bold. Very posh. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then in your mind's eye you see Volfred, and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him, nor me. Well, beneath her mask, Jadario stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. What now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyway, once this evening's rites commence, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. They burn for the final rite of tonight. A certain item lets you repick. Ooh, you can't get to repick that far. Not loving what we picked.
And here now at the glade of Liu, I have to say,
pronounce the U.
so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity.
Super Magic Ritual Center Sports Ball.
It could be
Yeah.
yours instead.
You know.
Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are
A wide open arena? That's actually weird. I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these words. Man, I love a good SMRSS match. Smurfs match. Why, these woods would strangle you. I'm afraid I could do little to stop them even if I tried. You might do better to be aware of them. When Jordaro continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then fine, let us begin the dance indeed. Shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Who shall indeed? Ideally, we actually want to be using characters that have that little extra bar, because that actually is free experience that we get and can accumulate. I'm thinking Jordario, Rukia, and Faye. Oh, Sir Gilman needs to come in here. Sir Gilman needs one level up for sure.
Sir Gilman.
Rested XP. Who's that? Jadario has not been in a fight for a while. Which are probably good. Faye could probably use the XP. Pamitha, I'm gonna wait for. Yeah, basically Faye or Rookie. Rookie could get tier 2. 500. That's 150. I'll let Faye rest one more so she can probably guaranteed get 3 next time. Pretty great as a character, but I hate how he plays. I think he's really good like defensively. You can just loop around an opponent a little bit and then just zip back and destroy him. Alright, Rookie. Rookie.
It is done.
Let's shut this guy up already. Are you quite ready finally, oh Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, come along. Let's give the stars a show. May I present to you, Humboldt Manley Jr. Why, he's every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstaff line shall have a bright, bright future. Manley Sapling, which not only has a name, but bears a similar posture and likeness to it. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. This knight does not know about you, good Dario, but he is quite finished listening to that sap's idle blather. I could not agree more. Now, isn't he just being the most precious thing you've ever seen? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, Reader. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself.
Okay, well, that actually didn't go as planned. It's fine.
An opportunity.
Ah! You can't catch Rookie!
The first dousing.
Oh, really? The fast talk. Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Changing the landscape, I see.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he
Oh,
longs now for the
you
comfort
fling
of his
yourself.
Commonwealth
Interesting.
estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you. Manly's out of luck for now.
Hup. Get in there.
Such wherewithal.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in. Uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much sooner. We're starting to get pretty enclosed here. Oh, good defense. Hup. Oh no, I don't have the ball. I'm an idiot. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention to that at all.
Bask in the purifying flame.
Say, have you any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here? Almost as if the 100 Minds themselves resents you for being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. Nah. Come here. Oh, that dash.
That one there.
No, what?
You left
Oh,
yourselves
I
wide.
cast the aura. That's why. Should know better than that.
The orb. Headlong goes circling
Yeet.
into flame.
Pame can be very good airborne, yeah. All right, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all these encroaching plants. These miserable little things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. It's getting very compact here.
Alas, for
That is rude.
oof.
Oh. No. Oh,
A weak attempt, and yet it hit the mark.
that's interesting. So you can actually just kind of do your own thing there and just like have a really big jump.
How very fortunate.
You can like jump past it and then don't have to worry about your auras. Yeah.
End the ceremony.
Oh, wow. That was actually much greater speed than I was expecting.
Oh,
Get out of here.
good.
Hup. Later.
And
Fools.
it is done. Fine, yes, the Nightwings did prevail. 'Twas as though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
There's a lot of very interesting
The
mechanics
right
that the enemies
is
are using that I'm not.
complete.
Good. That imbecile will just have so much talk and hot air. Yeah, that's how we do it, people. Well, my. Oh, worry not, O Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, very, very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Oh, well. Couldn't have lasted 5 more minutes. Controller, please. Oh, come on. There we go. Fine. We'll see. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Rookie.
'Twould appear that rookies not too old to learn new tricks.
Yeah, being a sore loser and draining my battery. Faster, stronger, and a little better looking, too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Okay. Rookie casts his aura 50% farther than usual. Rookie banishes adversaries by casting his aura. The blast can banish nearby adversaries. Let's see. Casting 50% farther than usual. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I'm barely gonna really like cast Rookie's stuff, so the cloud jump honestly wouldn't be terrible. Just being like, nope, just hopping on over. But the guiding light is gonna be so powerful once we get it. So maybe it's best that we just keep going down, even though I'm really not gonna use it. So what else could I get? Sprinting Rookie accelerates faster to an even faster top speed. Okay, that's pretty good. After he is banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Maybe we kind of just go more offensive for Rookie, because that's really nice. Being able to respawn after plunging in, but like, I guess we can go for it. Yeah, fine. There's Sir Gilman. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. All right. Oh, we have a whole new tree of stuff. Depths of the Sea Sojourner. Wright's masteries enhancing a worm's carefree and unpredictable nature. The Underking traveled all across the seas and survived many perilous adventures. If Sir Gilman and his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. That's actually interesting. So it's like if you get fully wiped, Gilman's just like, nope, I'm right back. The one vow the Sea Sojourner was unable to keep was his vow to one day return to the Sea Dominion. It will extend while Sir Gilman's allies are banished. He moves faster than usual, and temporarily has infinite stamina. The Underking was revered for having vanquished more Worm Knights than any other of his kind. So it's like very much a solo venture for Gilman, if you choose this one. Once per round, when saluting his adversary, Sir Gilman freezes all exiles for 3 seconds. Huh. Sir Gilman cannot gain. The King Oris was known for his many boasts, although the vast majority were not far off the mark. All exiles, that would mean including teammates. Once per round as well. So it's so powerful you only get it once per round. For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, Sir Gilman deals an additional 10 damage to the adversary's pyre. Now these seas shall sing the tales of Oris, the Underking, having felled the unfathomed furnace. Tactics of the Underking, rights masteries enhancing Worm's maneuvers inspired by the traditional undersea warfare. There is no limbless undersea faring warrior who has surpassed Underking Oris, though his kind keeps trying. Avenged aid. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall return instantly. Ooh, that's very good. The Underking promised over time to seek justice for more than 3,000 of his fallen brethren. After using his slash, Sir Gilman can use it again to instantly return to his previous position. That's actually really useful more offensively. So you can just like, get in there, dash in to destroy them, and then dash right back. His armored scales flash. The scales flashed like lightning underneath the sea, and his travails traveled just as quietly. Greater Cleave, Sir Gilman slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. That actually might be better. Just being able to hit that thing more consistently. The Underking Oris yet remains the most famous fencing master ever to hail from the Sea Dominion. Greater Slash. After using his slash, Sir Gilman instantly recovers all his stamina. Mercifully slash. Come forth, ye cowards! For this king is wont to trim our population down a bit, or as to his enemies. Banishing into following up is not terrible for extra. Freeze is very good. These are all very solo venture kind of thing, though. Solo defensive kind of situation. Versus, I really like this as just a starting point. Banishing one of them brings someone back is very, very powerful. Yeah, I can't let that one pass. Alright. That was well done, my girl. I am beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it get to your head, of course. Press X to pass the orb. When in danger, you shall regain your defensive aura almost immediately. I wish I had seen that tooltip earlier. Not until after I had it used against me. After overcoming the chastity with great prowess, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then. That plan Volfred mentioned, just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan, as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. No matter what, we're getting closer. Thanks to you. Once more, you look toward the heavens. Unto. Solium, the golden star. If only I had more time, I would have liked to end on this giant star, which is likely the end of the first act of the game. The golden star shines bright over the highest mountain and all the downside. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Aliodel, Elodiel. And at the very top, the fall of Solium. Gotten to the point where when Sandalwood talks, this is Sandalwood. So, yes. Also, hi, Spooky. Thank you for the H. And another H indeed. A multiplicative of H's. And a hi. Hi, Spooky. On to Elodiel, the sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth, or the farthest, none can say. The Folly of Solium, when it stars the next right shall soon commence here. The temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. Fortunately, you got here, Spooky, like literally when I'm just about to end. You confirmed the stars indicated this exactly. Wolfred, sir, how did you know? Wolfred smiled back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my girl.
I see what you meant by, talk.
Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Hedwig. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you could use some rest. And for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. And with that, we're gonna have to call it quits for the night. I gotta make sure I get decent amounts of sleep now that I'm back heckin' working at a regular stinking job. But yeah, thanks again so much everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna keep pressing through Pyre. It probably will take me longer than I would like to finish this. I did, Spooky. Finally, I started it on Wednesday. I started it yesterday. But yeah, so basically we're probably just gonna keep playing through this, and then once we're done, we're probably swapping over to Neo 2, because that should be out by then. But yeah. Thanks again so much for stopping by. And I won't be back for the weekend. My parents did confirm that they're gonna come out and say hello. They're gonna stay overnight Saturday, so I won't be able to have a Shiny Hunt stream this weekend, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we're also not gonna have a Shiny Hunt next weekend either. Because if I'm around, I don't know. My dad's birthday is coming up and he's retiring at his birthday, so I should probably go back home for it. Although I don't know I can't remember what weekend it is because I'm terrible at remembering literally anyone's birthday. So yeah, as well as even if I am still back or still around for next weekend is the Neighborhood Watch Block Party. The Spring Fling, which I would be playing Mario Kart and Smash for rather than Shiny Hunting. But yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, I won't be back until Monday with more Pyre. Let's see. Who's alive that we can go say hello to? At least for Neighborhood Watch birthdays, you can always reference Greg's sheet that he's got. That's no help for you, Dad. Yep. I know it's in March. I know that. I'm really bad. I'm really bad at birthdays. I don't remember anyone's birthdays. Ooh, Gwen is doing a cosplay stream. Oh boy. Chen's also doing Genocide though, I think. But it's not his first attempt at it. I think let's go say hi to Gwen. We don't really get to say hi to Gwen. Let's go say hi to Gwen. But yeah. thank you again so much, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope everyone's enjoying this much more chill playthrough of Pyre. Much more chill than the nonsense of Kingdom Hearts, and just a lovely, like, choose your own adventure style story, and I'm really having a wonderful time with it. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Have yourselves a good night. You bought Pyre because of this. Luckily, it was on sale. I think it's still on sale. I think Pyre's still on sale for like 70% off. Like a very significant sale right now. But yeah, thanks again so much for hanging out. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Let's go say hi to Gwen, and I'll be back on Monday with more Pyre. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.